step right up. In a natural Greek follow-up to last week's 2 hours basting in all that's class about Rory Gallagher, this show is all about what we do with our legs. You're only here listening with your ears because of your legs. Maybe they got you here, possibly. Cross them, fold them, bend them at the knees, or hold them straight, locked out for the next 2 hours, over the next 2 legs, home and away, from home and away.
Now you listen to me, you little piece of carpet fluff. You couldn't lie straight in bed. And I tell you what, if you think you can wiggle your way out of this one, you better think again, boy.
It's all about walking.
Oh!
Strolling, moseying, meandering, slow jog, maybe even break into a canter, with a small bit of running at the end. Try and pack in as much music as we can. This is Pat B, just over one half of the Pats of Least Resistance. We're here on Fresh FM for 2 hours every Wednesday. Not Jane Jarmuth.
So sit tight. There's no need to go anywhere. There won't be a minute wasted. Let the music captivate you. We're limber, we're footloose, and we're stretched. Let's get the show on the road.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
2 little mice fell in a bucket of cream.
Oh!
Who can drink 20 liters of gas without getting sick? Jerry can.
How you doing, Keaton?
I can't feel my legs. Kaiser.
Ready?
We are ready, and we're going to put in a good basement to kick it off. Regada de Blanc sounds like what a French person might say after a sesh. The police are on their way. Nobody move.
Giant steps are what you take, walking on the moon. I hope my leg don't break, walking on the moon. We could walk forever, walking on the moon. We could
Let's Keep It Up. That's the first track, The Police. Who says you can't centre a song, or universe, around a 3-note bass riff? Good buzz, if a little aldrin out. Let's kneel, our arms are strong. Always helps with walking. That's the theme tonight. From fins to limbs. That song inspired the moonwalk. But back to planet Earth. More specifically, Memphis. Let's mark a cone.
Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. W.C. Handy, won't you look down over me? Yeah, I got a first class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. Then I'm walking in Memphis, just walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Saw the ghost of Elvis on Union Avenue, followed him up to the gates of Graceland, and I watched him walk right through. Now security, they did not see him, they just hovered round his tomb. But there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle room. When I was walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? They've got catfish on the table, they've got gospel in the air, and Reverend Green, be glad to see you when you haven't got a prayer. But boy, you got a prayer in Memphis. Now Muriel plays piano every Friday at the Hollywood, and they brought me down to see her, and they asked me if I would do a little number, and I sang with all my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian child? And I said, ma'am, I am tonight. Walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain.
Mark Cohen there. A song that's a story about how he went to Memphis, believe it or not. Bumped into Al Green and the ghost of Elvis. They combined their forces and shifted an awful dose of writer's blockage poor old Markeen was suffering from. He got to witness Al Green, the Reverend Al Green, giving a sermon. He said he was singing for hours and better he got. So he credits the two of them for getting over writer's block. Came back from Memphis, put down that track. That's from back in March 1991. 36 years ago. 35 years ago. Depends what way you do the maths, I suppose. Speaking of maths, I've told this one before. This song is actually the exact same length as the song we just heard. This one's from Annie Lennox. It's the song that's been barred, banned, exorcised from all jukeboxes in Dunmore by order of Dunmore County Council. Because every time it comes on, everyone is obliged to smash their glass on the ground and stay dancing. God help you. Here it is, one from the Diva. This is Fresh FM. You're listening to Under the Influence. Tonight we're looking at walking. We're going to track the history of legs. They evolved roughly 400 million years ago. Some believe it was in Mayo. Some prehistoric fish made their way onto the land. Tetrapods. They're not something for your ears. They're what you put your shoes on now. This is Pat B. Ní Smoke Kjol. Take me from the wreckage, save me from the blast. Cry for help there from Annie Lennox, Walking on Broken Glass. Then again, she is out of Scotland, and Glasgow is twinned with I Couldn't Have Done More. Annie Lennox was once given the key to the town of Dunmore. She only went and lost them. The poor old locals were locked for a week. Fugazi. They're going to introduce the central character to tonight's show with their song called WALKEN's Syndrome. Let's pair it up with a clip. This is Pat B. We're under the influence of WALKEN, which is really just a collection of steps, and we'll have something about steps later on. They say it's good for many, many things. The first leg, the second leg, pulling your leg. Walking is supported by joints, St. Patrick's cabbage. That's good for walking too.
Put your hands up. No. What? I said no. Why not? I don't want to. But I've got a gun. I don't care. But doesn't make any sense. Too bad.
Walken's reading Goodnight Moon.
Goodnight, room. Goodnight, moon. Goodnight, cow jumping over the moon. Please, children, scooch closer. Don't make me tell you again about the scooching. You and the red, chop chop.
Number one rule of Wall Street. Nobody I don't care if you're Warren Buffett or if you're Jimmy Buffett. Nobody knows if the stock is going to go up, down, sideways, or in fucking circles. Least of all stockbrokers. Right? It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
No, fugazi. It's fake.
Yeah, fugazi. It's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust. It doesn't exist. It's never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not fucking real.
Right. All right.
Right. Stay with me. We don't create shit. We don't build anything. Think about it. You're dealing with numbers all day long. Decimal points, high frequencies, bang, bang, bang. Fucking digits. All very acidic, above the shoulders mustard shit.
Watch out for that mustard shit. Wise words there. We had Fugazi. The track was WALKEN's Syndrome. Not to be confused with Wellens Syndrome, which is a dangerous pattern indicating severe heart disease. Or Wallenberg Syndrome, which is the type of stroke that you don't want. There's plenty of good strokes, but that's a bad stroke. We're looking at WALKEN Syndrome. And that's from the band Fugazi. Refers to a scene in the movie Annie Hall where Christopher Walken, the main man tonight, where his character describes he becomes overcome with a compulsion to drive into oncoming traffic headlights, which by extension is oncoming traffic. I think it's safe to say. One of his early movies. We'll have a few clips here and there of movies, from movies, by movies that he's been in. But let's go to Ireland for a track first. All That You Can't Leave Behind. Just after the Celtic Tiger
got evicted,
fell asleep out in the cold and died. We'll have two called Walk On. One from Neil Young on the Beach, the other one from the Four Boys from Dublin. This is Under the Influence. If you need walking aids, grab them. Tonight's show is all about walking, not just the moon. To it or on it.
And love is not the easy thing. The only baggage that you can bring. Love is not the easy thing. The only baggage you can bring is all that you can't leave behind.
And if the darkness is to keep us apart, and if the daylight feels like it's a long way on, and if your glass heart should crack for a second, you turn back. Oh no, be strong. Packing a suitcase for a place none of us has been, a place that has to be believed to be seen. You could have flown away, a singing bird in an open cage who will only fly for freedom. Oh, walk on, what you got
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Boy, I sure heard a bunch about you.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
I hear some people been talking me down. Bring up my name, pass it round. They don't mention the happy times. They do their thing, I do mine. Ooh, baby, that's hard to change. I can't tell them how to feel. Some get stoned, some get strange. Sooner or later, it all gets real. Walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on. I remember the good old days. Stayed up all night, getting crazed. Then the money was not so good, but we still did the best we could. Ooh, baby, that's hard to change. I can't tell them how to feel. Some get stoned, some get strange. Sooner or later, it all gets real. Walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on.
You have been peddling lies. You have told lies. You have done nothing but lied. You are a liar. You are a self-confessed liar. You're going to tell more lies now, are you? You are a liar.
Every step is moving me up, moving, it's moving me up. Every step is moving me up, moving me up. Each tiny, tiny move is all I need, and I jump over. Every step is moving me up, moving, it's moving me up. pulling me up. Moving, it's pulling me up. Each tiny, tiny move is all I need, and I jump over. Every step is pulling me up. Moving me up. This is how we walk on the moon. This is how we walk on the moon. This is how we walk on the moon. This is how we walk on the moon.
I like that.
Oh!
That's Jose Gonzalez doing what he does best. This is how we walk on the moon. Some salient advice. That's a cover. I stuck on the original. It's different, but not a whole pile. Arthur Russell. But we heard Jose Gonzalez. Nice old mixture in there. Got some cello lines, some manipulation using tapes and Stanley knives on the old voices, some trumpets, some trombones. I like it. Didn't realise it was a cover till I started trying to do some quick on the fly research. I use that word lightly. A word I don't use lightly tonight though is walking. If you're going to go walking, you have to make sure your shoes are good. Most important part of the shoe for walking, possibly the sole. Let's have three together. Scotland, America, and sub-Saharan Italy.
Woke up cold one Tuesday. I'm looking tired and feeling quite sick. I felt like there was something missing in my day-to-day life. So I quickly opened the wardrobe, pulled out some jeans and a t-shirt that seemed clean, topped it off with a pair of old shoes that were ripped around the seams. And I thought these shoes just don't suit me. Hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything's right. I said, hey, I put some new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting. No short on money but long on time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, and I'm running late and I don't need an excuse, 'cause I'm wearing my brand new shoes. Woke up late one Thursday and I'm seeing stars as I'm rubbing my eyes, and I felt like there were 2 days missing as I focused on the time. Then I made my way to the kitchen, but I had to stop from the shock of what I found. A room full of all of my friends, all dancing round and round. And I thought, hello new shoes, bye bye blues. Hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything everything is right. I said, hey, I put some new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting. No short on money but long on time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, and I'm running late and I don't need an excuse, 'cause I'm wearing my brand new shoes. Take me wandering through these streets where bright lights and angels meet. Stone to stone they take me on. I'm walking till the break of dawn. Take me wandering through these streets where bright lights and angels meet. Stone to stone they take me on. I'm walking till the break of dawn. Hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything is right. I said, hey, I put some new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting. No short on money but long on time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, and I'm running late and I don't need an excuse, 'cause I'm wearing my brand new shoes. Oh, hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything is right. I said, hey, I put some new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting. Oh, short on money but long on time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, and I'm running late and I don't need an excuse, 'cause I'm wearing my brand new shoes.
You owe your mother an apology.
Here's your problem. Normal people are not psychologically equipped to catch mice. You have to get inside their mind. You have to know what they want, need. You have to think like a mouse. If you can do that, if you can think like a mouse, you can anticipate their moves. Then, boom, sayonara mouse.
Well,
Awu jwayelekile kanjani kodwa sensukwini zanamhlanje sibona kwenzeka kanjani amantombazane
she's a rich girl, she don't try to hide it. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. He's a poor boy, empty as a pocket, empty as a pocket with nothing to lose. Sing ta-na-na, ta-na-na. She got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Ta-na-na, ta-na-na. She got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. 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 Say she's crazy, she got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Well, that's one way to lose these walking blues. Diamonds on the soles of your shoes. She was physically forgotten, but then she slipped into my pocket with my car keys. She said, you've taken me for granted because I please you, wearing these diamonds. And I could say, ooh, as if everybody knows what I'm talking about, as if everybody here would know exactly what I was talking about. I'm talking about diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Woo-hoo. She makes the sign of a teaspoon, he makes the sign of a wave. The poor boy changes clothes and he puts on aftershave to compensate for his ordinary shoes. And she said, honey, take me dancing, but they ended up by sleeping in a doorway by the bodegas and the lights on Upper Broadway, wearing diamonds on the soles of their shoes. And I could say, ooh, and everybody here would know what I was talking about. I mean, everybody here would know exactly what I was talking about. I'm talking about time. I got diamonds on the soles of my shoes, yeah. Well, that's one way to lose these walking blues. Diamonds on the soles of my shoes. Ta-na-na-na, 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 ta-na-na-na.
Two little mice fell in a bucket of cream.
Oh!
The first mouse quickly gave up and drowned.
Oh!
The second mouse
Oh!
wouldn't quit. He struggled so hard that eventually he churned that cream into butter and crawled out.
Oh!
Gentlemen, as of this moment, I am that second mouse.
Sta in affronto
We had a run of 3 there. Better than getting the runs at 3. New shoes, Paolo Notini, very important for these streets. Then we had Graceland, where Mark Cohen got rid of his blockage, diamonds on the soles of our shoes. Expensive, but hard wearing. Then we had a couple of the greats, including Luciano Pavarotti with their version of O Solo Mio from the Viennetta ad. People from Ireland might remember that. Of course, I went off down a rabbit hole there when those tunes were playing, reading about Rosa Poncella, who was an operatic dramatic soprano back at the turn of the century, born in 1897. Great voice, no formal training, self-trained, but that's not got anything to do with walking. Legs, we discovered, were invented about 400 million years ago, but shoes about 40,000 years ago. And the history of the human leg goes back to ancient Rome, ancient Greece, through they call it the Dark Ages, but it was neither dark nor dark. About 3,000 years ago, first proof of prosthetics, an old Egyptian mummy, which is an old Egyptian mammy in Ireland, with a prosthetic toe made from wood and leather. Jenny Mac. That's a whole other show. Not sure what the soundtrack would be like, but tonight's one is all about walking. We're all doing the walk of life. Maybe we're even doing it on walkways in Paris, which are colloquially known as Parisian walkways. Let's get ourselves out of dire straits and play some Gary Moore tunes.
Ma'am, open up. Just open up, please. It's important.
What? Oh, gosh. We don't open for half
Open
an
the
hour.
door, please. Just open the door. It's important.
I'm sorry, we don't open for half an hour.
What's your name, ma'am?
Darcy.
Darcy. That's a pretty name. I'm in a bit of a fix. I need a suit for my kid. It's my son, Frank. He needs a black suit. There was a death in the family. My father, 85 years old, war hero.
Yeah.
There's a funeral this afternoon. Military funeral. Planes flying overhead. 21-gun salute. Frank needs to borrow a suit for a couple of hours.
I'm sorry, we don't loan suits and we're not open.
Darcy, please, come back. Darcy, is this yours? I just found it in the parking lot.
Uh-huh.
Must have slipped right off your neck. Don't hit the curb. Now, get out, walk around the back, and hold the door open.
All right. What's next?
Okay, stop grinning. When I get inside, you go back to the front seat and wait. Even if a cop comes and writes you a ticket, you don't move the car. Understood?
Dad, what's all this for?
You know why the Yankees always win, Frank?
Because they have Mickey Mantle?
No. It's because the other teams can't stop staring at those damn pinstripes. Watch this. The manager of Chase Manhattan Bank is about to open the door for your father.
Saint-Michel and old Beaujolais wine. And I recall that you were mine in those Parisian days. Looking back at the photographs, those summer days spent outside corner cats. Oh, I could write you paragraphs about my old Parisian days.
Guitar Hero classic there. Well, two of them actually. Mark Knopfler, Gary Moore, Dire Straits, Phil Lynott. They say our walk is like a fingerprint. A footprint, so to speak. Maybe it squeaks, maybe it shuffles, but we all definitely have our own gait. Did you ever try to copy your own walk? Be fearless. This goes out to the red half of Manchester and the blue half of Liverpool. The Gooners are not chokers. I repeat, not chokers.
You say the hill's too steep to climb. You say you'd like to see me try. Climbing. You pick the place and I'll choose the time. And I'll climb that hill in my own way. Just wait a while for the right day. And as I rise above the tree line and the clouds, I look down, hear the sound of the things you said today. Fearlessly the idiot faced the crowd, smiling. Merciless the magistrate turns round, frowning. And who's the fool who wears the crown? Go down in your own way. And every day is the right day. And as you rise above the fear lines in his brow, you look down, hear the sound of the faces in the crowd.
Any excuse to play that track. That's Fearless by Pink Floyd from Medley. Fearless even if you can't dance. Phil Collins couldn't sing, but he tried it out anyway, and as the legend goes, he sat down at the drums during the auditions and says, "We want you to sound like this." They said, "Sure, why don't you sing?" They said it'd be fun, so he got the job, singing from the back. I don't know, he comes in for a bit of flack, but I like Phil Collins. Genesis, I like all that music. He nearly killed himself, belting out those skins. If you ever see any of the later documentaries, he's in bits. He's in absolute bits because of it. I wonder would he have, if he could go back now, would he change anything? Would he change his style? Maybe his stool? Maybe he can't even change his underpants now. Poor old devil. The writing was on the wall. Gonna pair this up with Bailey's Walk from the Pixies. This is Pat B, UTI.
Bailey! Takes
some steps and bobbed his head. He spins, turns around, takes some steps. Yeah, the method of stop, tap, spin. No talking, Bailey's walk. Of stop, tap, spin. No talking, Bailey's walk. Bailey, Bailey. On parking lots and big highways. Daily. It's crazy. Yeah. The method of stop, tap, spin. No talking, Bailey's walk. The method of stop, tap, spin.
Have you ever been interested in the rules of Olympic walking? Stay tuned. We're going to delve deep into them.
I want to hold them like they do in Texas plays. Fold them. Let them hit me. Raise it, baby. Stay with me. I love it. Luck and intuition play the cards with spades to start. And after he's been hooked, I'll play the one that's in his heart. Oh! Oh, 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 ah, oh, e, oh, oh, oh. I'll get 'em hot. Show 'em what I've got. Oh, 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 ooh. Oh, e, oh, oh. I'll get 'em hot, show 'em what I've got. Poker face, poker face.
After some extensive reading, it turns out there's only one. Don't run. We're going back to the beginning now, back to Robert Johnson, Fats Domino, start of the blues, start of rock and roll as we know it. Then we'll have a few of the Drifters. The band, not the bar, even though they'd be nice too. Dave Ruffin will finish off that middle part of the final act. We'll try and squeeze in a trilogy more after that. Let's have some walking blues. I'm Walking, then we'll have Under the Boardwalk. Try and think maybe what's the equivalent to the boardwalk. There wouldn't have been many of them in Ireland. What are we at under there anyway?
I woke up this morning, around for my shoes. Everybody got this, oh, walking do. Up this morning, around for my shoes. But you know about it, I got to eat or walking Lord, I feel like blowing my lonesome home. Got up this morning, now little thing, peace was gone, Lord. I feel like my lonesome home. Well, I got up this morning, all I had was gone. Well, leave this morning if I have to, ride the blind. I've been mistreated and don't mind dying. Leave this morning, I have to ride blind. Babe, I've been mistreated, babe, and I don't mind dying. Well, some people tell me that the word blues ain't bad. What's the feeling I most ever had? Some people tell me that this word blues ain't bad. It's the worst of feeling I most ever had. She got her elegant moving from her head down to her toes, breaking on a dollar most anywhere she goes. Her head down to her toes, all my life. Lord, she breaking on a dollar most anywhere she goes.
Robert Johnson famously walked to the crossroads.
Oh, that paddlefoot. He funny city dog. He think totem pole alive. He Arctic tenderfoot. That totem pole been here forever.
Butch?
One more thing to put on the sled, and we'll start for Captain Roadside.
Butch, stop watching TV a second.
Call Spinner.
Yeah? We've got a special visitor.
Spinner!
Now, do you remember when I told you your daddy died in a POW camp? Well, this here is Captain Coons. He was in the POW camp with Daddy.
Hello, little man. Boy, I sure heard a bunch about you. See, I was a good friend of your dad's. We were in that Hanoi pit of hell together over 5 years. Hopefully, you'll never have to experience this yourself, but when two men are in a situation like me and your dad were for as long as we were, you take on certain responsibilities of the other. If it had been me who'd not made it, Major Coolidge, you'd be talking right now to my son, Jim. But the way it turned out, I'm talking to you. Butch, I got something for you. This watch I got here was first purchased by your great-grandfather during the First World War. It was bought in a little general store in Knoxville, Tennessee. Made by the first company to make wristwatches. Up till then, people just carried pocket watches. It was bought by Private Doughboy Orion Coolidge on the day he set sail for Paris. This was your great-grandfather's war watch, and he wore it every day he was in that war. And he'd done his duty, went home to your great-grandmother, took the watch off, put an old coffee can, and in that can it stayed. Till your granddad, Dane Coolidge, was called upon by his country to go overseas and fight the Germans once again. This time they called it World War II. Great-grandfather gave this watch to your granddad for good luck. Unfortunately, Dane's luck wasn't as good as his old man's. Dane was a Marine, and he was killed, along with all the other Marines at the Battle of Wake Island. Granddad was facing death. He knew it. None of those boys had any illusions about ever leaving that island alive, so 3 days before the Japanese took the island, your granddad asked a gunner on an Air Force transport named Wanaki, man he'd never met before in his life, to deliver to his infant son we'd never seen in the flesh. His gold watch. 3 days later, your granddad was dead, but Wanaki kept his word. After the war was over, he paid a visit to your grandmother, delivering to your infant father his dad's gold watch. This watch. This watch was on your daddy's wrist when he was shot down over Hanoi. He was captured, put in a Vietnamese prison camp. He knew that if the gooks ever saw the watch, it'd be confiscated, taken away. The way your dad looked at it, this watch was your birthright. You'd be damned if any slope's gonna put the greasy yellow hands on his boy's birthright, so he hid it. In one place he knew he could hide something, his ass. 5 long years he wore this watch, up his ass. Then he died of dysentery. He gave me the watch. I hid this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass 2 years. Then, after 7 years, I was sent home to my family, and now, little man, I give the watch to you.
I'm walking, yes indeed, and I'm talking. But you and me, I'm hoping that you come back to me. I'm lonely as I can be. I'm waiting for your company. I'm hoping that you come back to me. What you gonna do anywhere I run dry? You gonna run away and hide? I'm gonna run right by your side. For you, pretty baby, I'll even die. I'm walking, yes indeed, and I'm talking. But you and me, I'm hoping that you come back to me.
Do you know who I am, Mr. Woolley?
I give up. Who are you?
The Antichrist. You get me in a vendetta kind of mood. You tell the angels in heaven you never seen evil so singularly personified as you did in the face of the man who killed you. My name is Vincent Kirkcaldy. I work as counsel for Mr. Blue Boyle, the man your son stole from. I hear you were once a cop, so I can assume you've heard of us before. Am I correct?
I've heard of Blue Boyle.
I'm glad. Hopefully, that will clear up the how full of shit of my question you've been asking yourself. We're going to have a little Q&A. And at the risk of sounding redundant, please make your answers genuine. You want a Chesterfield?
No.
I have a son, my own, about your boy's age. I can imagine how painful this must be for you. But Clarence and that bitch-whore girlfriend of his brought this all on themselves. I implore you not to go down that road with them. You can always take comfort in the fact you never had a choice.
Look, I'd like to help you if I could, but I haven't seen Clarence.
You see that? And smarts, doesn't it? You're slammed in the nose. Fucks you all up. Get that pain shooting through your brain, your eyes fill up with water. That ain't any kind of fun. But what I have to offer you, that's as good as it's gonna get. And it won't ever get that good again. We talked to your neighbors. They saw a Cadillac. Purple Cadillac. Clarence's purple Cadillac. Parked in front of your trailer yesterday. Mr. Wally, you seen your son?
I seen him.
I can't be sure of how much of what he told you, so in the chance you're in the dark about some of this, let me shed some light. That whore your boy hangs around with, a pimp, is an associate of mine. I mean, just pimping and other affairs. He works for me in a courier capacity. Well, apparently. A dirty little whore found out when going to do some business because your son, the cowboy, and his flame, came in the room blazing and didn't stop till they were pretty sure everybody was dead.
What are you talking about?
Talking about a massacre. They snatched my narcotics, hightailed it out of there. Would have got away with it, but your son, fuckhead that he is, left his driver's license in a dead guy's hand.
You know, I don't believe you.
That's of minor importance. What is of major fucking importance is that I believe you. Where did they go?
On their honeymoon.
I'm getting angry, asking the same question a second time. Where did they go?
They didn't tell me. Now, you just wait a minute and listen to me. I haven't seen Clarence in 3 years. He shows up yesterday with a young girl, saying that he got married. He asked for some quick cash to go on a honeymoon. He asked me if he could borrow $500. I felt like helping him, so I wrote him out a check. We went to breakfast in the morning, and that's the last I saw of him. So help me God. They never thought to tell me where they were going, and I never thought to ask.
Oh, when the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby's where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
Under the boardwalk,
people walking above.
Under the boardwalk,
we'll be making love.
Under the boardwalk,
boardwalk. From the park you hear the happy sounds of a carousel. You can almost taste the hot dogs and french fries they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby, it's where I'll be.
under the boardwalk,
out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
people walking above.
under the boardwalk,
we'll be making love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk. baby's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
That one's perfect for a bit of miming and a bit of singing.
It's not that I don't love you. You know how much I do. And it's not that I found someone to take the place of you. It's just a fear that builds within me every time you touch my hand. And a dread that shakes my body that even I don't understand. So I'm leaving. Yes I am. It's time to playing it smart. I'm gonna walk away from love. Before love breaks my than you ever have before. I don't understand it, but I know it's gonna take everything I've got to keep walking out the door. But those arms you got around me will let me go someday, and I'd rather leave you holding on than pushing me away. So I'm leaving. Yes, I am. It's time to play it smart. I'm gonna walk away from love. Before love breaks my I'm gonna walk away from love. Oh, baby, it's not that I don't love you. You know how much I do. Oh, baby, I'm leaving, baby. It's time to play the smart. Oh, don't break my heart. Oh, I'm walking away, baby.
That was Dave Ruffin there. Walk Away from Love. You might remember Dave Ruffin from the Motown shows. Big Motown man. Came to a sticky end, but he was with the Temptations. To begin with, My Girl, of course. Being the big hit, one of the big hits. Before that we had The Drifters, Under the Boardwalk. I'm trying to think what the equivalent was in Ireland. There weren't too many boardwalks. There were many board walks. Maybe that's harsh. Maybe the boredom wasn't external. There was nothing to be bored about. In Festomino, took off walking. Early rock and roll, 2 minutes. Before that, even earlier, the blues, Robert Johnson. Famously depicted in Oh Brother Where Art Thou? Watched that recently. Great movie. He nearly comes a cropper. That was the walking blues. He was a Delta blues singer, famously. We're getting near the end. We'll have at least 3 more. We'll have a look at the clock, do some math. See how we're fixed. Joe Jackson. He decided he was stepping out. Night and day. Joe Jackson there, not to be confused with Joe Joyce or Michael Jackson, but he was part of the new wave, and all 3 of them were part of the 1980s second British invasion into the US. Didn't expect that to come in now like that, so we'll just have to kill it for a second and go back to Joe Jackson. New wave. He's 71 now. Not so new. Pianist, violinist, singer, songwriter, keyboards, vocals, saxophone. He's still at it. Since the early 1970s. A couple of the hits that you probably know. It's Different for Girdles. Yeah, they're two good tracks too, actually. I might squeeze them in. They kind of fit the bill, if you think about it, long and hard, for an hour. But I may stick to the programme, which is U2, The Edge and Johnny Cash with The Wanderer. Again, this is like Fearless. Any excuse to play this. It's from Zooropa, right at the end. Great track. Let's get it on. This is Pat B coming near the end. The paths of least resistance, just over one half.
I went out walking through streets paved with gold. Lifted some stones, saw the skin and bones of a city without a soul. I went out walking under an atomic sky, where the ground won't turn and the rain it burns like the tears when I said goodbye. Yeah, I went with nothing but the thought of you. I went wandering. I went drifting through the capitals of tin, where men can't walk or freely talk, and sons turn their fathers in. I stopped outside a church house where the citizens like to sit. They say they want the kingdom, but they don't want God in it. I went out riding down that old 8 lane. I passed by 1,000 signs looking for my own name. I went with nothing but the thought you'd be there too, looking for you. I went out there in search of experience, to taste and to touch and to feel as much as a man can before he repents. I went out searching, looking for one good man, a spirit who would not bend or break, who would sit at his Father's right hand. I went out walking with a Bible and a gun. The Word of God lay heavy on my heart. I was sure I was the one. Now, Jesus, don't you wait up. Jesus, I'll be home soon. Yeah, I went out for the papers, told her I'd be back by noon. Yeah, I left with nothing but the thought you'd be there too, looking for you. Yeah, I left with nothing but the thought of you. I went wandering.
Boy, I sure heard a bunch about you. I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time. Except once my pants are on, I make gold record. I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. You watch those nature documentaries on the cable?
Yeah.
You see the one about lions?
Yeah.
Get this lion. He's the king of the jungle. Huge mane out there. He's laying down under a tree in the middle of Africa. He's so big. He's so hot. He doesn't want to move. Now, the little lion cubs, they start messing with him. Biting his tail, biting his ears. He doesn't do anything. The lioness, she starts messing with him, coming over, making trouble. Still, nothing. Now, the other animals, they notice this, and they start to move in. The jackals, hyenas, they're barking at him, laughing at him. They nip his toes and eat the food that's in his domain. They do this, and they get closer and closer and bolder, till one day, that lion gets up and tears the shit out of everybody, runs like the wind, eats everything in his path. Because every once in a while, the lion has to show the jackals who he is. It's too late to be scared. It's time to kill. I'm going to the other room. You come out when you're ready. Don't beat him. Kick his ass.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
But these gals that want to buy it, most of them are old and dignified. Social register types, you know what I mean? They can't be trotting down to Times Square to pick out the merchandise. They gotta have some kind of middleman. And that's where old Daniel comes in, you know what I mean?
I'm walking here! I'm walking here!
Some nice words from Christopher Walken, who we featured a few times tonight. Walking has been our theme. Hope you enjoy a bit of walking, strolling, moseying, meandering. Hope you've enjoyed the music too. You can stick it on while you're walking or meandering. This has been Under the Influence. We're here every Wednesday till death do us part. We'll be back next week with some other theme that clearly will follow along nicely from Walken, An Invisible Link, Mind the Buses, Slán go Fóill, Tuca Bugga. We'll see you next Tuesday.
I drove from Limerick tonight to make 3 points, and I want to make
Make
them.
the third.
You've censored me before, Pat. You're not censoring me again.
Vibrato, vibrato, vibrato. Everyone's a winner, bargains galore. That's right, you too can be the proud owner. The quality goes in before that name goes on. 1/10 of a dollar, 1/10 of a dollar. We got service after the sale. How about perfume? We got perfume. How about an engagement ring? Some for the little lady, some for the little lady, some for the little lady. $3, $4. We got a year-end clearance. We got our white sale and a smoke-damaged furniture. You can drive it away today. Act now.
Act now and receive as our gift to you. They come in all colors, one size fits all. No muss, no fuss, no spills. You tired of kitchen drudgery? Everything must go. Going out of business, going out of business, going out of business. 50% off original retail price. Skip the middleman. Don't settle for less. How do we do it? How do we do it? Volume, volume, turn up the volume. Now you heard it advertised. Don't hesitate. Don't be caught with your drawers down. Don't be caught with your drawers down. You can step right up. Step right up. That's right, it fillets and chops and dices and slices. Never stops. Lasts a lifetime. Mows your lawn. And it mows your lawn and it picks up the kids from school. It gets rid of unwanted facial hair. It gets rid of embarrassing age spots. It delivers a pizza. And it lengthens. And it strengthens. And it finds that slipper that's been at large under the chaise lounge for several weeks. And it plays a mean rhythm master. It makes excuses for unwanted lipstick on your collar. And it's only $1. Step right up. It's only $1. Step right up. Cause it forges your signature. If not completely satisfied, mail back unused portion of product for complete refund of price of purchase. Step right up. Please allow 30 days for delivery. Don't be fooled by cheap imitations. You can live in it, laughing it, loving it, swimming it, sleeping it, living it, swimming it, laughing it, loving it. Removes embarrassing stains from contour sheets. That's right. And it entertains visiting relatives. It turns a sandwich into a banquet. Tired of being the life of the party? Change your shorts, change your life, change your life. Change into a 9-year-old Hindu boy. Get rid of your wife. And it walks your dog. And it doubles on sacks. Doubles on sacks, you can jump back, Jack. See you later, alligator. See you later, alligator. And it steals your car. It gets rid of your gambling debts. It quits smoking. It's a friend. It's a companion. It's the only product you will ever need. Follow these easy assembly instructions. It never needs ironing. Well, it takes weights off hips, bust, thighs, chin, midriff, gives you dandruff. And it finds you a job. It is a job. And it strips the phone company free tape 10 for trial exchange. And it gives you denture breath. And you know it's a friend. And it's a companion. And it gets rid of your traveler's checks. It's new, it's improved, it's old-fashioned. Well, it takes care of business. Never needs winding, never needs winding, never needs winding. Gets rid of blackheads, heartbreak, and psoriasis. Christ, you don't know the meaning of heartbreak, buddy. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Cause it's effective, it's defective. It creates household odors, it disinfects, it sanitizes for your protection. It gives you an erection, it wins the election. Why put up with painful coins any longer? It's a redeemable coupon, no obligation, no salesman will visit your home. We got a jackpot, jackpot, jackpot. Prizes, prizes, prizes. All work guaranteed. How do we do it? 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 We need your business. We're going out of business. We'll give you the business. Get on the business and of our going out of business sale. Receive our free brochure. Free brochure. Read the easy to follow assembly instructions. Batteries not included. Send before midnight tomorrow. Terms available. Step right up. Step right up. Step right up. You got it, buddy. A large print giveth and a small print taketh away. Step right up. You can step right up. You can step right up. Come on, step right up. Get away from me, kid. You are. Step right up. Step right up. Step right up. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Step right up. You can step right up.